Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. After showing my page in the not the Hannah Lynn book, in the Hannah Carlson coloring book, Juwelenkistje or jewelry box, I got asked if I could show how I use my Twimarkers by Arteza. I use these markers on these flowers. And of course I would love to show, because you can't only use them for doing flowers but also for hair, and that's why I've chosen a Hannah Lynn picture, because on a next project I used the Twimarkers on hair and I got an amazing effect. So I thought it would be nice to use this little book for a demonstration. This paper is of course more thin than the Hannah Carlson book, but in the Maui Mermaids, the Twimarkers worked perfectly, so we're going to try them in the Enchanted Faces pocket-sized coloring book. Now, since I really want to try out these markers a lot more, and since they are not very well accepted on paper that sucks up water and other water-based media quite quickly, or on thin paper, I use a palette. I also did it with other watercolor pens, and I think this is really a nice way to apply, or to be able to apply a product if you would like to apply it, even if you have to work on thin paper. So in my Hannah Lynn picture in Maui Mermaids, I started coloring in her hair, and of course by fading out you got your highlight, and then you can grab a bit of color again to give it a really light look. And you can put color wherever you want. But the most fun part of it all, I will show it within a minute. So let's make this a bit more dark. And let's start from the bottom here, so that it fades out towards the top. I'm going to do the same with this strand of hair, so that there's no darker shade here above, just a little bit of pink here. I'm going to see, I've got my lemon yellow pen lying around. So, and let's pretend that I want these highlights not to be light pink, but yellowish. I'm scribbling down some color here, cleaning the brush on my cloth. I'm going to take a little bit of color and I'm going to add some of that yellow. And I'm even going over that pinkish color. The red was ruby red, by the way, so if you work with water it gets a whole other color. I'm going to take my swatch book and see which color ruby red in fact is when just scribbled down. It's this dark. This ruby red is this. So you have to keep in mind that if you're using your water brush, it will always turn out lighter than on your swatch book. But I knew it because I've been using these colors together yesterday also, and I really like the effect. So in here we can add a bit of yellow. And they blend very well on this, in this way. I'm going to zoom in a little bit so that you can see. See, this is a bit of pink, and it's really fading out to a light orange. And I'm going to add a bit more yellow here. It's of course a bit still quite wet, this paper, but you can really play around with transitions of color. So same here, this will turn a bit orange. And I really like using these pens this way. I'm very happy that it works like this, because I really love the color range, and it would be a pity that I couldn't use them on thin paper. So I'm very happy that going to grab some of that yellow again. I'm very happy that they serve me like this, and that I get such a nice effect. So for me, this is by far the best way to use the Twimarkers. It's fun also. You can go in with your red again and make it even more poppy here and there. And this is really thin paper, and they blend without any ugly lines, and yeah, really can recommend the usage of a palette when using the Twimarkers. She has very playful hair already now, so I just love it, and it's very relaxing working like this with these markers. I'm going to add a little bit more color, so you really can play with darker parts and lighter parts however you like it. Going to darken this bit more, and also here adding a bit more pink. And this is also a little bit too yellow, so I'm going to add some pink here too. Voila! Here it's more orangey, here it's more pink. Here you have pink and yellow, the same here with a little bit of orange there. Just love it. So if you have the Twimarkers and you want to use them but you don't have the right paper for them, take your palette, scribble some ink, grab your water brush pen and have fun. It's really fantastic to use on flowers, on hair, on everything you want. In fact, if you want such kind of clothing for your fairy or a mermaid or whatever, it's super nice to use them this way. So I really hope you can play around with them more now, and yeah, just have fun. And I'm already in love with her hair. I was not planning on finishing her, but maybe I will have to now. Yeah, I really like her very much. So I'm going to scribble some extra. That's the nice thing about the fading out of the color. You really can get some lighter parts in the hair if you want, and darken it up wherever you want it to. So this is a bit too light, so hops. And now I'm going to add a bit of this yellow again on this part. And here, it's really super fun. So yeah, this was my teeny tiny demonstration. I hope I will be able to use them as they are supposed to be used, really with their brush. But I think I will have some streaks if I will use them on this paper. I don't dare to do it. But for me, it's so fun to use them like I'm doing it now. And yeah, it gives such a playful effect, and I wouldn't want it in any other way. Whoa, that was hard. So yeah, I hope you've enjoyed this little update on my usage of the Twimarkers. If I discover another method that works fine for me, of course I will share so that you can try it out yourself. But for now, dive in and make beautiful color combinations with hair or flowers or whatever you want. And then we will see each other for the next video soon. Take care. Bye.